welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy, and I am getting my gratitude journal ready that I will be using next month. And I've had a video in the past where I was going to just do this, and I think it was the beginning of this year, and I am finally getting it done. Now, what you're going to probably laugh about is the prompts I'm using are not from this year. So I bought this album. It was just the burlap, and it had this wrapped around it, the lace and the burlap here, and it just has these brown pages in it. Now, I added things obviously already just to get ready because I am preparing, and I will do a flip through when it's done at the end of November. So far though, this is what I've done. One of the first things I did, this is a headband, and I am just using it to hold it closed, but I really think it's pretty and it went perfectly with the colors. So that was easy. I already made my year tag, and I just did that with the technique that I used to make my cameo in a couple of other projects, and I can link those below, or I'll probably just link the making of the cameo. And for this one, I just stamped the year 2022, and I used Stays On ink because I did not want it to react with the liquid that went in there, and that ink is a solvent ink, and so it just dries and it stays. I've got these two little green brads because they match the backer that I put on the little year plaque. And one of the first things that I did, and I didn't realize I had already done this until I opened it up to begin preparing it, I had already taken out some of the pages. Whoops, well, we'll figure out where that one goes. I had already taken out some of the pages. You can see that there are gaps, and I did notice that the binding was a little bit looser in those areas. So somewhere I have a bunch of these pages too. I just don't remember doing that part. So what I have done thus far the past couple of days is I've gone through and prepped pages. The first thing I did was make this pocket that has my prompts on it, and this is from Illustrated Faith. It's gratitude documented, and I covered up the year because it's from 2020. Yes, that's how long it has taken me to get to this. And I created this pocket to hold it right there because that also kind of marks page numbers, but not really page numbers, because some of the prompts have 2 or more pages. I have a little pocket here, way over here, that I created from cutting off this part to create this pocket because I glued these 2 pages together. And then I went through and I put washi tapes, except for this first one, and I may go and do it just so that every one of them has it. I put washi tape down, some because I added this page in the middle because I didn't have enough of just these pages to do the entire month. And so I created a hinge. And then there were gaps, and so I covered up gaps as well. And what I've done, I took each of the prompts. I had 2 of those sheets, and I don't know why I had 2 of those sheets. I had 2 of those sheets. I cut them out in strips, and I will be using that in my page along with the die cut with the word on it. Like this one is strength, like that, and it'll go somewhere on the page. This will go somewhere on the page, and they will work together for that particular day. Now, let's see, have I lost my train of thought? This will take both pages, and that's what I went through already and did, was determined how many pages, what kind of things I wanted to do for the pages, and I went ahead and prepped all that. So I did the washi, I sorted the prompts and added the die cut. I added the washi, I already said that, and I made those 2 pockets. This one is for courage, and it's going to take these 2 pages, but this one will flip, and then faith will be on these 2 pages. And here I created a pocket, and I used this paper that I cut off on this side to make another pocket, because this one is understanding, and I want to make sure that I have a pocket there to put things in. And then we flip the page over. My washi tape is just a really wimpy one, which there's a reason I chose it. I didn't want it to tear up my papers when I took them off. This one will be for love. And then we have patience and blessings. Blessings will be these 2 pages, because these 2 pages will be, I think, grace. Yes, grace. And then we have these 2 pages, and it really doesn't matter that my washi's crooked, because by the time you get done, you probably won't see it anyway. So have a little mercy on me. Sorry, I had to do it. Let's see, forgiveness is these 2 pages, and then this is where this fell from. This one is for growth, and here I created a top-loading pocket, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to use it with growth or if I'm going to use it with ability. I think I'm going to use it with growth, because ability is going to have this page and this page, and then note the paper clip. Ability is also going to have this part here, because I just really wanted a lot of room for that one. So the growth is probably going to be this pocket up here, and I'm going to put this up here to help me maybe remember that, unless it falls out. All right, then we have health, and safety is these 2 pages, and then on this side is peace. Joy gets all of these 2 pages. Endurance gets these 2, the big one and the small one. And on this side, we've got protection, the small one and the big one. And I think, yes, this is holding a whole page together, because I wanted a lot of room for relationships. So I've got a pocket here, and I tore this off the top. I'm going to have to glue that washi down. I tore off the top of this and created a pocket here, and the part that I tore off, I glued over here to create another pocket. I wanted a lot of room for relationships. And so I've clipped that together so that I don't forget as I'm going through. Then we have creativity. Here we have shelter. And on this side we have laughter. And here I have just torn off at an angle and created this pocket here. And I used the part that I tore off on the back side to create another pocket for the gifts page. And then we have opportunity. We have focus. Compassion is this large page, this small page. And then vision is this small page, this large page. Purpose is both of these pages. Wisdom for these 2, the small and the large. And life for these 2. And then on the back of this one, I cut off this part here and I glued it down here so that I've got 2 pockets. And this comes with the kit, and I'll figure out where I'm going to put it to document it. Now, one other thing I am going to do, but I haven't done it yet because I don't know where on the page I want it to be. I have these countdown brads from Tim Holtz, and I am going to use the corresponding number on each day as I go through this. So that is my setup for my gratitude journal this November. I'll be starting that in a couple of days, but I did want to prep it to get it ready to be used. Thank you for joining me today, and as always, be kind. Bye.